That video was taken this afternoon in Uptown of the ongoing immigration enforcement that has eyes from across the country on us in Minnesota. The person you see yelling there and throwing that gas can is Gregory Bovino, Border Patrol Commander. This is Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. Bovino is in Minnesota for Operation Metro Surge, and he says it's being done with completely legal and ethical actions. So tonight we're taking a closer look into that claim and more. And we're finding the reality is a lot more complicated. Here's Sammy Salina.
Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino addressed the media Tuesday, who defended the actions of federal agents. But his statements conflict with video, witness accounts, and Minnesota government officials, according to multiple federal judges.
Everything we do every day is legal, ethical, moral, well-grounded in law.
Let's start there. Our newsroom received multiple reports where ICE has broken down the door of homes without a judicial warrant. One example is Garrison Gibson. An order by a federal judge cited regulatory and Fourth Amendment violations in his case. Last week, Judge Kate Menendez of the U.S. District Court in Minnesota ordered federal agents cannot detain or tear gas peaceful protesters after a lawsuit involving 6 activists represented by the ACLU who sued ICE for allegedly violating First and Fourth Amendment rights. Menendez's ruling has been temporarily paused by the appeals court.
The only people that are really dialing down that rhetoric is the federal law enforcement entities that just want to conduct legal, ethical, and lawful law enforcement missions in this city to take out those violent criminals, bad people, and bad things.
Bovino was seen today deploying chemical irritant at protesters who walked alongside a convoy of federal vehicles. A federal judge has questioned federal agents' de-escalation tactics in the past and accused Bovino of lying under oath when he talked about DHS operations in Chicago. Sarah Ellis, a U.S. district judge, wrote, quote, "The court specifically finds his testimony not credible." One example in the public documents links to a video showing agents hitting a man with pepper balls. Bovino denied seeing a projectile hit the man in the head.
Move down the block. I'm going to move you down right now.
Another video shows Bovino tackling a protester, but Bovino denied it and instead stated that force was used against him. DHS also alleged hundreds of undocumented criminals have been released from Minnesota custody. The Minnesota Department of Corrections called these accusations false. Commissioner Paul Schnell said last week there are currently 207 non-U.S. citizens in state custody and that the Department of Homeland Security has not yet requested custody of any of them.
Now, it remains a challenge for us to verify anything the Department of Homeland Security says. Our newsroom has submitted multiple requests for data to verify, for instance, the claim that 10,000 criminals here in Minnesota have been arrested in Minneapolis that are here illegally. And when federal judges accuse a top government official like Bovino of lying, of course, it's certainly important for us to try to track that information down. Jana.
Yeah, there's a lot more in that Chicago finding by that judge, that judgment. It was a stern rebuke of things that Bovino had said. We're going to talk about that on BTN Plus tonight. Thanks so much, Sammy.